Alright, I get it. You just open a Figma file, and when you want to edit the file and change the text, it says you don't have edit access and you can't change anything. Or maybe you're just trying to update the text and this weird dialog comes up and doesn't allow you to change the text. So in this video, we're gonna learn how we can edit all of the Figma files, whether it's in this swipe file that I shared with you, or maybe you just received a Figma file from other people and you can't just update the text and images. So if you don't know me, my name is Hamid. My email designs are getting 370,000 views every single month on Pinterest. And if you need the inspiration, you can just come to this Pinterest account that I have created and get a lot of inspiration here. Also, if you need help with email marketing, you can come to my website bigbangflow.com and get a free email marketing audit. Now, let's start with not having access to a Figma file. What should we do? The first thing that we can do is to ask for edit, but it might take time, or maybe they don't even grant you access to edit the file. So the best way to edit a file in this situation is to go to your home page and create a design file. When you create that design icon, you can just come here and copy one of this email design. You can just right click on that and click on copy, and in this new design file, just right click and click on paste here. And here you can see that you can just update all of the text and images. You can just move around elements, add new elements, things like that. But another common issue is that when you want to update some of this text, this weird dialog comes up. This means that you don't have the corresponding font in your computer that needs to be added before editing this text. So what we can do here in this scenario, one of the solutions is that you can find the name font. For example, here it says Paladins Condensed. I'm going to copy this text and I will go to my browser and I will paste it here and I will search for the font. So here there are some results that allows me to download the corresponding font. You can find it here when you hit download, and as you can see, the font is downloaded and I can just install it right away. And once you get that installed, Figma doesn't come up with the issue with the font again. But there's another solution for that. Sometimes you can't find that font online, or maybe it's a paid font. So you can just click on that font and here you can change the font to something else, as you can see here. Alright, another common issue with Figma email designs is that maybe your email design is very small and you want to just increase the size. So click on this arrow icon and click on scale and make sure you have clicked on the email design. And if you just drag this email design like this, you can see that the whole size is going to be changed and it gives you more visibility over the design, or maybe you just want better resolution of the email design. So it makes it super easy to do that. Another common issue is that you don't know how to change the height of the email. For example, let's say we want to add another section here. If I duplicate this text, let's say if I want to add it here, so I'm going to click on the whole frame, and you want to hold Control on your keyboard and make sure you select the move tool here. So hold the Control and just drag with left click on the email, and you can just adjust the elements like this. And I'm going to bring down these sections so I can put this text here. Easy as that. All right, now let's say we have finished our email design and the update is completed. How we can export this email design? So we just need to slice out this email. I'm going to use the slice tool and just drag this little slice here and hit Ctrl D to duplicate this slice, and just move forward by slicing every single section you have in your email, just like this. And once you're done, select all of these slices you just created, and under export, click this plus icon and choose JPEG. Here you can define the output quality. Make sure you don't put too high output quality because the size will also increase. So let's say we have 1x, and once you click on export, you can choose a path that you want your slices to be exported, let's say in desktop, and that's how you can export your email and then maybe adding them in your Klaviyo or MailChimp account. All right, now let's see how we can import an image inside the email design. Let's say we want to add some different icons or elements. I have downloaded these weird Halloween elements here in my desktop. I'm going to select all of them and just drag and drop them inside Figma. All right, I have all these elements here. Now if I drag and drop them inside the frame this time, you can see that we can easily include these elements inside our email design. And also, maybe if you want to change your logo, you can different the logo from top and align this here, and maybe adding this weird hand element inside the email. All right, another thing is that you want to change the text. So I'm going to choose this text tool, and let's say I want to update this text with "This is the best supplement." I don't know if I'm writing this correctly, but in the whole world. This is how you can change your text easily, and maybe if you need some adjustment, you can just drag and drop it in the middle, or maybe decreasing or increasing the width. And also under typography, you can change the font. You can choose a bold font or like this type of handwritten fonts. You have all these options depending on the kind of fonts you have in your computer, or maybe let's say you want to increase the size. So you want to click on this input and increase the size of your text. And here's also how you can change the color of your text. All right, the final thing is grouping and ungrouping in Figma. So if I click on this element, for example, you can see all of the sub-elements are going to move along with my mouse pointer. But let's say we only want to move the image. So how we do that? So if I go to this left sidebar, you can see that this element is fully grouped and it has this image inside, this text, and this stars. All of these are grouped. If I right click on this group, and we have the option here that says ungroup. If I ungroup that, now I can easily move the image. Now let's say we want to group these elements, all of these elements here. I'm going to choose them all, select them all. Now if you hit Control G, it's going to group all of these elements. All right. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I share a lot of tutorials about email marketing and email designs and how to grow your e-com store through email marketing.